if you clicked on this video, there's never an accident, but also you will know if this video is for you by tuning into your body and feeling the resonance. Because what we are transcribing here is a frequency. It's a frequency of the holistic perspective. That is what we're talking about. And as we are in a completely different environment, we even have 2 dogs here, which is wonderful. We also can notice some interferences, but also everything encompassing. Everything encompassing is Gaia, nature, being held in this perfection. Right? Oh, we miss Gaia so much. Because it's so easy for her to communicate with us here, where we are open and not enclosed. That does matter, you know? It matters for the body, it matters for the channeling and what comes through. We have worked so much at looking at different patterns of behavior of people, patterns of behavior of ours, patterns of what we are working on. We know what we are working on now. And we're so grateful also for sometimes the body needs to go through some experiences from a new vantage point in order to see clearly. That's what will happen. Maybe you are there already, but when your body goes, when you have rebirthed, it's very much for people that really are aware of this path and walking it. But if not, it's highly valuable for you anyway, because it has to do with your awakening and the different stages that you go through. These are not stages of the mind. And so if you think you have had a spiritual awakening, you most likely have not. You know? Many beings are talking the talk of, you know, if you have done a ceremony of sorts, then you are enlightened. There are many misconceptions about all of these things, like what all of these, like bufo, ayahuasca, and all of these things that can produce temporary alignments. It's the same with meditation, by the way. It's a temporal alignment, although it lasts the more often you do it. But it becomes like almost like the same thing as a pill. Like you keep doing this thing that doesn't work, and then you take your pill so that you can keep going for longer. We have a completely different prescription. We have a prescription of truth. And not just from an intellectual standpoint, but from an embodied standpoint. When you start to embody truth, and when you start to look at truth truly for what it is, who did what energies are at play, you know, these energies, a lot of them are manipulating people so much, it's just the being's distorted way of operating the human that's causing this weird thing to happen. And then that can be read by someone that has been there and has transcended that place. That's what we have done with a lot of narcissistic behavior. and a lot of empathic behavior. Like, it goes both ways. And this is the dance between the two outer poles. It's not like the healing never ends. It's not like that. You just have to see it clearly. And then you have to keep balancing. That's something different. You never stop balancing for as long as you're human, because that is the thing. And that's what I feel many beings are misunderstanding when they think that the healing never stops. The healing never stops if you don't know what's going on. But if you know what's going on, you can see that, okay, it was that distortion that caused this thing, that caused that thing, that caused this thing, and now we have to feel it all, like it's just, you can see these things. And it's also, people have different perception. Yeah, you can say that. Oh yeah, it's not my truth, that's your truth, but it's like, there is this truth that goes beyond mine or your idea of what truth could be. And that is the holistic perspective. That is what is common denominator of all of us. And that's really where we're all being invited to come into, in alignment, in how we relate to one another. Because the way that you're relating from a dualistic standpoint does not work. It just spins and it just keeps old things alive. Like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to bring a spotlight on the things that sometimes do not work. And we have to simply look at it. You see? So beautiful here. This is where the environment is holding the human energy. This is a supportive environment for growth. We can't remember the last time we had such a deep sleep as we have done here. So healing. You see? We just scratched ourselves, so we're just bleeding a little bit. We have been scratching. There was a little cut that was itching. It's just when it's getting, and we couldn't help it, it was itching so much. And so, all of these things, they are calibration. You don't even have to, like out here, we don't even have to say words. Because it's so much other senses that's getting stimulated. But if all you're stimulated with is your mind, you're not gonna fully sink into this place. It doesn't matter if your job is spiritual, if you keep chasing. It's this alignment that is so precious. And this is something that can be maintained after whatever ceremony that you've been to. Because it's very easy to get these quick sort of highs in a way by being in a group, but it's so important to maintain that. That's where the magic happens. That's where you can start to build momentum. That's the secret here. That's the secret to growing. Because you can only grow spiritually when you are in alignment with truth. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels. Because your energy will never fully land, which is where your power is, in connection with Gaia. It's very much in gentleness and relaxation and trust, you know? And so everything that is not that is a disturbance, actually. And for as long as you keep people in your life that is causing the body disturbance, even if you have thought your way into other things because you don't want to rock the boat or whatever the thing is, it's still, the truth is still the truth through the body. And that's what traditionally women embodied, that truth connected to Gaia. Both man and women are here to harmonize this so that they are in truth here. In truth about their experience, not pretending anything. It just brings you out of alignment. And nowadays with social media, everyone is pretending, which means that if everyone is just doing what everyone else is doing, then everyone is getting out of alignment. It's like, why would you? It's because people are uninformed about how human energy truly operates. That is what we're here to shine light on, so that we all can get aligned with our own stream of consciousness. It is truly the nectar of life, but some people think that they can cheat themselves there, exploiting other people. That is always going to be parasitic, no matter how much you talk, sweet talk on the surface. You know, like it's things like that. It's just like we gotta just see the truth of what's happening, so that we can just at least deal with reality, so that we're not falling for stories. We're so grateful for this journey that we have been on right now with relationships. And we had a lot of immature aspects when it comes to relationship. We had never actually pursued anyone that we truly liked. It's very interesting how the body needs to go through certain things in order to get it in frequency. It doesn't matter what you have in your mind, you know? Just something fell on the roof and just dunk, dunk. Yeah. Such a beautiful place there, you know, this planet. It can produce so much beauty when whoever you are connected with know how to maintain their own energy and have all matured enough to be able to co-create this frequency moving forward. If you're interested to join us, we feel that we are absolutely on a little mission here to share what we have experienced and the consciousness that is coming through us, which is Jeshua's consciousness, and how to align your human energy where you can create miracles here. And what is a miracle? It's just a manifestation, right? And so feel this. It feels so expansive here, you know? We can feel the dog wanted to be scratched. They just come and just like, hey, scratch me. This is gorgeous. Really beautiful place. It's parrots. These are all parrots. They're very loud. They're very talkative. Very beautiful. Gaia says hi. It's been a while since we have sort of really sunk in with Gaia on this level. So we are really looking forward to this, because we've been inside of a city with distorted energies for quite some time now. And that does affect the human system. And so we are so grateful to sink in to our own energy. We're grateful for the lessons that we've learned in the last 28 days. That was intense. That was intense, what we had to go through. But we're very grateful for the experience, because it was a revisit. But we needed to go through that, through the body, to really truly get it. It's like, all right, got it. You know? And this is a quantum leap. It's a choice. You get choices all the time. And if your consciousness stays the same, you make the same choices. But if you change your consciousness, you're seeing things clearly, and then you make choices that you wouldn't perhaps normally do. But it's because you're seeing the red thread through your entire life, and you know what is for you. There couldn't be a better time than now. When the world seems to be in chaos is when we need the new. That's all what this chaos is. It's the turmoil of the old, knowing that it's going to die. All the manipulation is going to die. You can't do it anymore, because it's going to be like seeing someone, you know, like it's just going to be so obvious, you know? Like if someone is naked, oh yeah, no, the emperor has a see-through clothing. You know, it's like, that's what it is today. And the world is leveling up every single day. We are going. And if you want to join us, there's a link below. We will soon have Hey Alive here. And if you want to join, there's a WhatsApp group as well, where you can get a link just before it starts. We're so grateful to be back in nature and to feel energetically her embrace. It's so healing. So healing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you to you. We'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.